We continue our parish reading of Magnifica, Humanitas, the new encyclical letter of Pope Leo on safeguarding the human person in time of artificial intelligence. Introduction. 2 biblical images. In order to answer these questions and discern how to navigate responsibly the era of AI, I would like to bring to mind 2 scenes from the Bible. The construction of the Tower of Babel, from Genesis 11, and the rebuilding of the walls of Jerusalem, Nehemiah chapter 2 and 6. The story of Babel appears in the book of Genesis at the origins of humanity, immediately after the genealogies of Noah's sons. After settling in a plain in the land of Shinar, the people decided to build a city and a tower with its top in the heavens. Fearing being scattered across the earth, they sought to guarantee stability and power for themselves, and above all to make a name for themselves. It was an impressive feat, a single language, a single technology, a single direction. However, the project concealed a profound danger. It was a project conceived without reference to God, supported by uniformity that eliminated diversity and that chose homogenization over communion. When a city is built on pride and a claim to self-sufficiency, communication breaks down, languages are confused, and people no longer understand each other. The result is not unity but dispersion. Babel thus reveals the limits of any effort that, however grandiose, arises from self-affirmation, sacrifices human dignity for efficiency, and aspires to reach heaven without God's blessing. The book of Nehemiah, in turn, opens at a time of great vulnerability in the history of ancient Israel. After the Babylonian exile, a portion of the people returned to Jerusalem, but the city was still in ruins. The walls collapsed and the gates burnt. Nehemiah, a Jew in the service of the Persian king of Artaxerxes, received news of the disastrous state of his ancestral city. Before taking action, he fasted, prayed, and interceded for the people. He then asked the king for permission to return to Jerusalem, and upon arriving, examined the destroyed areas in silence. He did not impose solutions from above. He convened the families, assigned each of them a section of the wall to rebuild, listened to their concerns, coordinated their efforts, and addressed any opposition. The narrative shows how the city is reborn, not through the initiative of one man, but through the shared responsibility of all, men, women, priests, artisans, heads of households, and young people all play a part. It is an undertaking with God at the center, and rebuilds relationship before rebuilding the stones. Thus, ancient Jerusalem rediscovers a common language, not one of uniformity, but one of communion, namely the harmony that arises when all persons assume their own role and recognize that their strength comes from the Lord. Here ends our third reading.
Thanks be to God.